All right, let's talk about turning on all the technology in the Sqaure. So we start by coming to this light switch here, and there are switches for turning the sound booth on, turning the light dimmer on, and turning the LED lighting on. If you're going to be using the projector, all of these need to be turned on. Power to the projector is connected to the LED lighting switch. And you can hear everything is starting to turn on. So we're going to walk over here to the soundboard. You can see that's turning on. To turn on lighting, we're going to use this keypad. So numbers 2, 3, and 4 have different colored lights that'll turn on. 5, 6, and 7 are the same things with added front spotlights for the stage use. To use any of the computer or video equipment, we're going to go here in the cabinet, and there's a few things that we're going to turn on. First, we're going to come down here and turn on the amplifier. That's going to get us audio signal so we can hear the microphones or computer. And then to turn the computer on, we're going to press right here. There's a black button, might be a little hard to see. I'm going to press that, and the computer's going to turn on. We do have a DVD player in here if you wanted to watch any kind of movies on disc. That comes right through the computer. So this is our video switcher here. By default, it's set to mirror whatever is on the computer. So if we come over here, the computer should wake up. Come on. There we go. So we're going to click on Sqaure, put in our password, and that's going to log in. We can take our remote here, we're going to turn on the projector. So if we aim it at the right spot at the screen, you should be able to hear a little beep. There it is. You can always just walk up and point it at the projector. So that's going to start turning on. And we'll put the remote back there. This is our controls to lower the screen and raise it, so if it wasn't in place, we can move it up and down. So we'll put it back down and we can start seeing the projectors warming up. All right, go ahead and stop it right there. We have our charging dock for microphones, so we have a handheld mic and we have a belt pack that is currently not here, but should be. So when this computer turns on, by default, whatever's on the projector or on the TVs is going to mirror the desktop. So you can see those are the same image. This is great if you wanted to watch YouTube videos, if you wanted to play a DVD. Down here we have our DVD player icon. When you put a disc in that drive, it'll just start playing automatically. If you wanted to use ProPresenter, like for example, this is the Sunday Kids information. So if we were loading up Sunday Kids, we would find our date in here. And when we click on this image, we should be seeing this on the screens, but that's not what we've got over there. So what we need to do is come back here. We're going to find a button that instead of saying computer says ProPresenter. And as soon as we click on that, the display is going to change to the ProPresenter output. So we can go from mirroring the desktop to ProPresenter with a push of a button. We also have options over here if you wanted to use the Apple TV. If you wanted to get the auditorium feed. So right now it's on scrollers, but if we wanted to watch what was happening over there on the broadcast side, we could do that. There is also a button for local hookup for SDI or HDMI. The rest of the gear in here we shouldn't have to touch. When we're powering down things, we're all done for the night. The first thing that we're going to turn off is going to be this, where it says last on, first off. Let's push the button. We're going to turn the amp off, shut the computer down. So we'll go over here. We'll click on the Apple logo and shut down. And then once that's done, we'll walk over and turn off the light switch. For the soundboard part, very simple. You don't need to know the password or anything on here. We have 3 sliders. And these are tied to mic 1, mic 2, and the computer. So we have our master volume, so you can mix each of those three sources. So let's say you had two people talking and you were using a video on the computer, you can have them all up. They need to be turned on to make sure there's signal, and then we turn up the master volume, and now everything's playing. So if you don't have sound, let's come back here to Pro Presenter. Let's play our video. So it's playing, but we don't have any sound. We need to make sure that Pro Presenter is selected. Okay, so now we've got it coming through there, but we still can't hear anything. In this case, it's because we turned off the amplifier. So we're going to turn that back on.
Practice. Spend time working on my part and study this graphic book.
So we turn this computer slider up. It's going to get louder. We turn it off. It turns off. And let's say that this board just isn't working. There's a number 1 here. So let's say that we had everything turned off, wasn't working. If we press this number 1, it's going to snap back to a working state. That should be able to get you through everything that you need. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to somebody on staff here. Reach out to Devin, Stevie. We'll get you taken care of.